Hello guys, welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about BTC, we're going to talk about Ethereum, we're also going to talk about the dollar and the S&P 500. As you know, market been pretty volatile over the last few days and so on, right? So we're going to talk about all of these, and we also, basically talk about some altcoins, looking to basically either break to the downside or break to the upside, right? So if you're new to our content, make sure to hit the likes, make sure to join our public Telegram group. Link in the description. If you're looking to join Send Premium, just make sure to send me a message, and I'm gonna give you the link to our Discord channel. All right. So we got several people watching. Make sure to hit the likes, guys. Hey, what's up, Mello? What's up, Jason in the house? Jeff in the house? OK in the house, and MN in the house, right? So now let's take a look at BTC. So if you haven't watched my most recent update, just about like 7-9 minutes update, right? So I'm just going to review the what I just talked about, right? So now let's take a look at BTC in a in a wedge pattern, right? So BTC love wedges, right? So as you can see right there, we getting this wedge, right? Kind of subjective. You could make an argument it is going to be a parallel channel, right? If you're a bull, right? So, but let's take a look at it in a bearish scenario. So you take a look at this move, you could say it is a wedge, right? If you're a bear, and if you're a bull, you're gonna disagree, and I'm gonna show you why you could disagree, right? So we're looking for this wedge pattern, and most likely if we break this wedge to the downside for a bearish pattern, we could see a possible retracement all the way down to 10K. Okay, all the way down to 10K. So that's the bearish pattern I'm looking at right now. But at the same time, if you love parallel channels, right, you could see, right, you could argue you're going to be making this parallel channel if you're a bull, right? That's okay. Okay, it is okay. If you're bullish, you could be looking for a possible support right there, just about like a 10.6. And 10.6 in terms of like a Fibonacci retracement, you could look for swing low to swing high, right? It is going to be exactly at 382. Okay, 382. You take a look at 382. We got a previous retracement right there. Okay, so if you bearish, best thing to do is to short the top. I mean, I'm not saying like to short like 10.11 exactly, but even my average is like 10.992, right? I'm not looking to short the top, right? So, but best thing to do is try to basically get an average above the 6-hour 21 EMA, because if we drop down to 10.6, we might, we could see like the bulls looking very strong and not letting price drop below it. Okay, 382, most of the time it is a very strong support level, in terms of like a bullish momentum, right? So the bulls been fighting very strongly at 10K. As you can see, 10K, we basically were bullish at 10K, right? We basically saying like, guys, buy the dip, buy the dip. In my premium, I was like, buy the dip. Don't worry about like trying to, do some in and out, okay? 100 points, 200 points and all that good stuff. Don't do it, okay? Just sit tight. Either you long it, right? Right there, put a stop loss at 94 below the gap, or you best short it and put a stop loss at 10.8 and so on. But we decided basically to long it and basically take it to the upside. So now we basically just doing the opposite of what we've been doing right there. Basically, most people have been shorting, and we said let's just long it. Right now, most people calling for 12K, 100K, and all of that good stuff. We're saying, guys, we could possibly be making a top formation. Okay, so when you take a look at the daily time frame, if you watch my previous update, right, 10 minutes update, right, I said it clearly, the 21 EMA going to be a very crucial moving average, right? We got to be able to pay attention to over the next few days. Okay, so as you can see right there, okay, the 21 EMA, the yellow line, is looking pretty strong right now. It was supposed to be a a rejection area, but rejection is very subjective. Okay, sometimes people say rejected below it or rejected above it. Okay, so it means if we drop down, we just gonna say we got rejected. Okay, if we basically pump to the upside, we're gonna say, oh, okay, we broke the 21 EMA. But as of now, looking at the wedge pattern on the lower degree 6-hour time frame, So hey, what's up, Kerwin? Thanks a lot for tuning in. If you take a look at the wedge pattern we got right there, similarly, right, beautiful wedge, broke down, okay, strongly broke down, okay. So we're doing the same thing, okay, we're doing the same exact thing over and over and over again. So we just have to basically rely on our basically strategy, since, like, you know, we've been pretty much very successful, you know, with these wedge patterns. We just have to basically rely on it. But it also has a downside, guys. The downside is, like, the volume is not incredibly high, right? Even though I'm looking for a possible rejection, the bulls been buying the top for some reason, okay? They're pretty confident. So you just got to keep that in mind. So you got to manage your position. If you're not, if you don't have a stop loss, or you don't want to basically put a stop loss or any of those good stuff, make sure just to try to manage it properly, okay? So because the bulls, they're buying strongly the top. I don't know why, but you know, they're buying the top, okay? They're buying the top. They might be looking at this pattern to be a flat correction with a pump to the upside, right? With a we could possibly get a very strong rejection after that, right? Just like we got from the 10K area, right there. As you can see, the 10K area, we got this move, right? 1, 2, 3, and then we strongly pushed to the upside, okay? And we got another one right there. Let's see, we got another one somewhere around here, gotta find it. So it was right there, okay? So we got this move, we got this correction, right, in a three-way move, pump to the upside, bang, okay, bang, right? So that could be also be possible. So that's why I'm putting my stop loss above like 10.5, right, just in case, right, the bulls decide to basically act very strongly and basically pump in the price, okay? Nothing is guaranteed. It's not guaranteed like we're going to be dropping, but you know, according to the way I've been doing, according to the way I've been basically trading this range, we could possibly see a drop, okay? So I'm betting on the drop. So if you're betting on the upside, you could also, you know, sell at 10.6 and then basically probably flip from 10.6 and so on, right? So let me take a look at the chat room. Valentine in the house, Chris in the house. Hey, what's up, Mellow 101? So if you're new to our content, guys, make sure to hit the likes, make sure to join our public Telegram group, link in the description, and let me know what you think. Do you think like we're going to be pumping to 12K, or we basically going to retrace down to 10K and then possibly basically fill the gap and go to 50K? So most of you guys are pretty much some moon boys and been calling for 50K BTC over the last 10 years, and we haven't seen it yet, okay? So the bears at least called for 3 to 4K and they got it, but the bulls, they're not buying strongly, guys. It's been like over 12 months. Okay, we're trying to push to the upside, break this 10K area, 12K area. We couldn't, okay? So another thing, guys, we got to be able to zoom out and take a look at something very interesting. This move to the downside is pretty strong, okay? It is pretty strong, okay? So do not play with this, you know, these pretty impulsive waves. I'm going to show you in terms of Fibonacci later on, right? But this move is pretty strong. Okay, regardless if you bullish or you bear, you just have to acknowledge it, right? So let's take a look at a previous strong move to the downside like that, right? Right there. Okay, after we get this top formation, right? A very strong move to the downside, right? Very strong move to the downside, and a beautiful head and shoulder pattern formation after that. Okay, and if you guys been following me long enough, you know, right, we said what I was expecting first after this drop from like a 92, right? We got rejected at 92, strongly dropped, and I was like, we could possibly make this move, right, just like the one we created right there, but BTC did not give it to us. The move was so strong, the bulls could not even bought the dip, okay? They could not buy the dip, and they basically just flipped short, right? So that's why you can see, like, that's why I decided basically to basically short it just about like 75, right? Because I was looking for a possible pullback. Price decided to be very strong, you know, give us a very strong momentum to the downside, I was like, guys, I cannot wait for a pullback. Let's just take it to the downside, right? So let's just keep that in mind, right? But it's not guaranteed, guys. We're gonna get another, basically we're gonna get a possible head and shoulder. It is not guaranteed, right? But one thing we just have to keep in mind, if we drop right there, we just have to take profits and see what the market going to do. If the move is very strong going to the downside, we just look for further move to the downside, right? So that's what I'm looking for, at least for the short term. In terms of like a pattern also, you can notice this head and shoulder, most of you guys basically spotted it, right? That's the same thing right there. We could possibly anticipate over the next few weeks and so on, right? So if you're still bullish, you could be, you know, you could make it, you could get this, you could still make an argument, right? We could possibly hit like this trend line. That's why I'm not trying to basically pick a top right now, because the bulls, they got multiple argument, okay, to basically go to the upside. So I'm just gonna stay on my short until basically BTC decides to basically take me out, or basically push to the upside and force me to get out, right? So let's just keep that in mind. Let's do this. So now we're going to take a look at the higher time frame. So now let's take a look at the higher time frame. So let's take a look at the weekly basis. All right, so weekly basis, we said weekly 211 EMA is our support, right? We did a great job buying the dip at 10K, right? And then we did a great job getting out at, you know, 10.9 to 11K, right? So now, and we flipping short right now. So the bulls gotta give up. They gotta give up. The bears, you know, the bears doing a great job, guys. It is incredibly good. This move was pretty much very, very engulfing, pretty much very, very bearish, a good volume. So, you know, basically was a very good argument, right, to say, okay, we could be possibly going much lower. All right, so let's just keep that in mind. If we drop the weekly, if we drop below the weekly 211 EMA, we could look for our weekly 100 EMA, just about like 8200. And if you pay attention to this area, you could see we got a very nice support at 8200, this red line right there. Okay, you follow the red line, you can see like right there back in like a June 2019, bang. May, June 2020, bang. Okay, as soon as we broke it right there, February, March, bang. Okay, so same exact level. Okay, same exact level. So we could possibly see, you know, a possible head and shoulder somewhere around here. I'm not sure if it is going to be like this or like that. I just don't care. But all I'm saying is the low 8K area to 9K high, you know, high 8K area could possibly be a very good support for the bull. So, but we're gonna take a look at it. Excuse me. We're gonna take a look at it once we basically retest that level. It is too early to talk about it, but let's just focus on our, you know, 10.9 to 11.1 area, and basically pay attention to our take profit level, and basically take a look at it later on. All right, so it is something that we just have to keep in mind. So another thing we also should be paying attention to is like BTC loves head and shoulder. Okay, all our basically bearish pattern, right, patterns being like a head and shoulder, you know, type of a formation right there. Okay, I talked about this pattern back in September, even before it developed, right? I talked about it like back in September 2019, right? And I was like, okay, this 1-to-1 extension, guys, look at it. It's going to take us right around like a 6K area. So, and we did that exactly. And I showed you that this example, right? Back in like a 2018, right? And I was like, this move, okay, broke to the downside, 1-to-1 extension, same exact level. You're not looking for exact number. You're just looking for a trading range. Okay, it is just a directional move. It is not telling you like the bottom going to be 3K exactly, but the bottom was like 3 to 4K. It's just telling you like, guys, we're going to be dropping. Okay, we're going to be dropping over the next few weeks and so on, right? So pretty strong move, guys. very strong push to the downside. Very strong, guys. Very strong. And you can see like the volume is even bigger right there. Okay, volume is much bigger than like what the type of sell off we got like back in August. Okay, first week of August, pretty big sell off, right? So the big drop going to you're gonna see the big drop in November. Okay, let's take a look. Let's see. Yes, I'm still looking for the big correction. You guys know my macro view, it hasn't changed. Okay, so let's dive into the macro view. All right. So the macro view, we just have to flip to so before let's talk about the macro view, and then we're gonna take a look at Ethereum, and then we're gonna take a look at the dollar also. So as you can see, we basically said it previously on the 21-day candle, right? We said let's not get a let's not get a very engulfing candle. That's not gonna look good at all. And we did see a beautiful red candle right there. So what I'm saying is like, one of the reasons why I'm putting a stop loss is like BTC can try like to push back up to like a 12K on a 3 weeks basis, right? So it is something like just gotta keep in mind. This candle gonna close right around like the 30th, right? So the 29th or the 30th, okay, something like that. I'm gonna take a look at it again. I think like it's gonna close in 10 days, right? So are we gonna be able to push to the upside just like what we did right there? That's very possible. Okay, that's very possible. So let's see, if we push to the upside up to 12K and get rejected, we could be anticipating similar pattern right there, right? So even though we got a short-term bearish pattern on the lower degree, higher time frame, it's not confirmed yet. It is just, it could be a fractal, right? It's like we pump to the upside before the 30th, right? And then get rejected and come right back at 11K. That could possibly be, also a beautiful fractal to pay attention to, over the next few days, right? I'm not saying it will happen, right? But all I'm saying is, if we get it, we could say, hey, let's basically pay attention to this, right? It could be just a fake out. That's why we just have to put a stop loss, right? Just in case it pushes up to 12K area. So monthly basis doesn't, not 3-minute chart. Monthly basis, still the bulls could be saying, oh, we're buying the dip and all that good stuff. That's very possible. Okay, so one of the reasons why we don't also want to push to the upside up to 12K is like, if we push to the upside by end of the month, the bull's gonna get very confident. So it is something that we just have to keep in mind. Even though on a 3 weeks basis we got a bearish pattern, but the monthly can flip everything. So we just don't want to basically close above 12K before end of the month, right? That's gonna create like a lot of hype regarding like a further move to the upside, because the bull's gonna be coming out and they're gonna be saying, hey guys, take a look at the monthly basis, turn green. Even though we drop all the way down to 9.8, we basically push back up above 12K, right? So if you're bullish, make sure to basically pay attention to your monthly time frame. All right, pay attention to your monthly time frame. If it turns bullish, you could be be buying the top, right? Buying the top. So let's take a look at the quarterly chart, right? So quarterly chart, we just going back up above 12K. This is gonna give us a beautiful engulfing quarterly closing, right? So that's going to be bullish. Okay, so the bears have to basically stop the price at 11K, right? If the bears want to drop the price, they gotta basically, guys, capitulate from like 11K and not try to wait till October, because if we wait till October, things could change, guys. Like, we're gonna close above like roughly around like 10.7 on the quarterly basis. That's the first time we're closing above like 10.8, 11K on the quarterly basis, right? Since like right there, since like December 2017, right? December 2017, April 2019 to June 2019, we weren't able to close above the same level like a 10.7. So that's going to be incredible. Okay, that's going to be incredibly bullish, short-term bullish. Okay, and they could try to basically pump to like a, to some higher numbers, right? I'm not saying 20K, but all I'm saying is it is going to be very bullish, and I'm bearish, and I'm not looking forward to BTC closing above 10K before end of the month, right? So let's keep that in mind. Iceman in the house, thanks a lot for tuning in. So if you're bullish, guys, you could possibly be celebrating if we close above 12K, right? So if you're bearish, you might reduce your position above once we hit like 12K. And I mean before end of the month, right? Not like after the 29, 30, after the 30, all right, the 30th. So let's take a look at our basically WXY correction on the macro scale. So the WXY correction, as we discussed it previously, we did say exactly, okay, BTC could possibly hit 10.5, okay, up to 12.5, right? But it's not going to change anything about the macro scale. As you can see, the WXY correction, you could look at it like W, okay, this move is your X, right, with a double correction, and you could be looking for your Y correction. Excuse me, guys, 1 second. But this move is basically a macro view. It is not something like I'm expecting like in 2020. Okay, maybe not even in 2021. So I don't know. Okay, all I'm saying is the directional move could be down, and I showed you multiple examples. That's the most successful pattern I ever seen. Okay, I ever seen, right? So you take a look at it right there. You get this strong move. All you get is a double correction. We call it flat correction. It can be expanded, irregular, regular, whatever you want to call it, but it looks like an N. Okay, and after that you're gonna get a very strong move. And I showed you the S&P 500 the other day, right? Like last week, and I said the S&P 500 most likely going to be dropping lower, right? Let's take a look at it right there. Not the DXY. So if you take a look at the S&P 500, let's go ahead and take a look at it on, whoa, that looks bad on the 21-day chart. Okay, if you take a look at it, what I told you like the other day, like after we got this double bottom right there, and I was like, this move is pretty much very engulfing, right? We're just gonna switch to the S&P 500, right? So we said exactly this move was pretty strong, right? Very, very impulse, and we did get a three-way move pullback, right? So the bulls, what they're gonna do, they're gonna say, oh, we triple bottoming. Okay, we triple bottoming. They're gonna call it triple bottom. So, but most of the time it's not a triple bottom. It is a continuation, because you can see like this move is basically replicating the same exact move we got right there. Okay, that is very, very possible. Okay, that is very possible. And as you can see, we already broke this area of support, which is like 33.30 range, and did close below it. But the bulls, okay, they're gonna say stop loss hunt. The bulls always get they always find a valid argument to basically support their their bullish momentum. So it is correct. It could possibly be a stop hunt, but We talked about it when it was, you know, just about like a 3400. We said we're gonna drop down. Okay, so you have to be careful. It could make a small bear flag right there. Bull's gonna be like higher, you know, higher lows. We're gonna be pushing to the upside, blah blah blah, bang. Okay, so let's just be cautious. So we talked about it before we get this structure, but also, you know, in terms of like a retracement, we said we're gonna be looking for a possible support on our 12-hour 100 EMA, right there, and we did break it. Okay, we did break it, so it is bearish. Okay, it is bearish right now, and I'm bearish. Okay, I'm bearish on the S&P 500 until we basically push back above this 211 EMA on the 12-hour time frame. Okay, so your 100 EMA on the 12-hour is your is the same as your daily 50 EMA. Okay, I just like to use two moving averages, so so I won't have to basically worry. I won't have to worry about like the 50, because I know, you know, I just have to basically half it, right? Daily 12-hour, basically, you know, if you go down to 12-hour, you just have to use 100 EMA instead of 50, right? So S&P 500 looking incredibly starting to look incredibly bearish right now, right? So let's see over the next few weeks what we're gonna get, because if we basically follow through, it means basically gonna have to follow through. Okay, it means basically gonna have to follow through over the next few weeks and so on, right? So let's just keep that in mind, right? So let's take a look at it right there. I think we got similar structure back then, right? You can see that's the same exact move we got right there. You got the drop, initial drop, impulsive, right? And you got a three-way move, 1, 2, 3, right? You got 1, 2, 3, and then you got another impulse. So that is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful zigzag. Okay, so you got your 535 move. So we could get a 535 move. It doesn't mean like, guys, we're gonna capitulate all the way down to like, you know, 2000 and all of that good stuff. All I'm saying is, okay, short term we could get a correction. It's not, as of now, it is a correction. Okay, this entire move could be a correction. It could also be a very impulsive wave. We just don't know, right? It could be a 5-wave impulsive, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? But we just have to take what we got. Okay, we cannot basically assume like this entire move going to be impulsive until we basically get further data. Okay, otherwise we're just going to create more noise and then try to say, oh, we're going to be capitulating down to 1500 and 1500 and all that good stuff, and it might not even break like 2000. You see what I'm saying? So let's just keep that in mind. Let's just keep it. Now let's take a look at the dollar, guys. Somebody is very, very obsessed about the dollar. So if you guys been following us since like June, okay, I told you something about the dollar. Okay, as soon as it dropped, what we said, okay, we clearly said, right, anticipate a flat correction, right, and a continuation. We got it. That was like, guys, back in June, right? Now back in late June, okay, late June. You guys remember when BTC was dropping, right? And we were live. Okay, also August, right? First week of August, right there, right? After we got this move to the downside, first week of August, we said look for this move, right, and a continuation pattern. We did get the continuation pattern and get a double correction also. Okay, so we got 1, 2, we got a double correction in a sort of a wedge, not a wedge, but like that, right? So pretty, you can basically take the tops, okay, pretty accurate. Okay, you could look at it like this. Okay, it is very expanded, right? Some sort of a triangle formation, right? So let's see if the dollar gonna be looking to come back down before pumping back up. Okay, so you could look for this move as a you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it should be 5-wave, right? So now, okay, you could look for this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the downside, and probably, okay, I'm not saying it will, but if we drop down to this level, we could possibly find a very strong support, but that's not good at all for the bears. If you bearish for BTC, you don't want the dollar to drop. Okay, so another possible bullish pattern you could be looking for. If you're bullish, you just ignore that move, right? And you look for this this wedge. We already broke it, right? And you could be saying, okay, we could just drop right there, find the support, and push to the upside, right? So that's another way of looking at it, but it is very difficult right now because we're just moving like this range is not basically tradable. It is just basically sideways correction unless you are unless you basically love to trade the the lower degree and basically scalping and stuff like that. But best thing to do right now if you're trading the dollar is like just wait. Okay, wait for a market to give you direction. You're still moving in a wedge pattern. You're also moving in a basically expanded triangular formation, right? So let's just wait for the next few days, right, and see what the dollar gonna give us. Okay, but we got a nice support right there. Let's see if the dollar gonna basically look for a possible support in that area. So now let's take a look at the higher time frame for the dollar. So higher time frame, it is pretty bearish, right? So this move is also very impulsive, right? So even if like we get another push to the upside on the dollar, it could be just corrective. Okay, it could be coming back down, double bottom also, right? This could over the next few weeks, few months, right? It could be good for BTC if like the dollar decides to basically push it upside and double bottom somewhere around like early 2021 stuff like that. We could be seeing like BTC being very bullish, and because we could be anticipating a dollar retesting the bottom. Okay, stuff like that. So something to anticipate. I'm not saying we're gonna do it. All I'm saying is just anticipate it and zoom out so you get the bigger picture, because I'm anticipating a big bullish BTC in 2021, right? As you know, BTC loves these odd numbers, right? Like 13, 11, 15, 17, 19. So BTC loves these numbers. So let's just keep that in mind. 2021 could be very bullish on BTC, even though I'm expecting a drop. So the lower we drop, the better it is. If like we capitulate down to a 3 to 4K, even 5K before like a February 2021, we could possibly see a 12K BTC in 2021. Okay, so I wouldn't be bearish on BTC below 4K. So let's just keep that in mind, right? So buy all you can below 4K. Now let's take a look at basically Ethereum. So guys, let me know if you want me to check any coins for you. So otherwise I'm just going to keep it short between BTC, Ethereum, dollar, and S&P 500, right? So, and by the way, I was on short on Monero. Monero gave me a tough time, man. Still above like 93. I decided to exit my position on Monero. It was pumping like above, tried to hit like 96, and I was like, man, let me just get out. So, but it is back to like a 92, low volatility, so I didn't want to touch it, right? Let's see, Ethereum. So, Ethereum. So, Ethereum macro scale still the same. We're still looking for some lower numbers, right, on the macro scale. If you haven't watched our, Ethereum 2020 forecast, right, make sure to click the link in the description, the video in the description, right? So we did forecasted Ethereum to give us this move, right? So we said we could get this flat correction. Did not expect $500 Ethereum, but we just said we could get this flat correction up to $300 and get this move back down. Okay, so we're doing that exactly. So I just have to stick with my strategy. It is not something like I just started talking about right now. It is something like I talk about like first week of January, and I was like, $100 Ethereum, if it drops below $100, be bullish. Okay, I don't care about anything else, and then try to basically sell it at $300, right? and we did that exactly. So I'm anticipating another. I'm anticipating this move from Ethereum. Can it be a triple bottom? Just like I showed you on the S&P 500. This pattern is the most powerful pattern. Okay, sometimes you just see it and you're scared to take it, right? But it is very powerful. Okay, it is very, very powerful. Whenever you see it, just gotta give it a chance. Okay, even if you don't give it a chance, don't long it. Okay, whenever you see it, don't long it. Okay, so that's something that we just have to keep in mind. We got the same pattern back in like February on BTC. When BTC was double tapping at 10K, we said, guys, 3 to 5K. We did get that, right? So also we got multiple patterns like that, on Algo. I think we got it on Algo waves, right? Also, and I think OMG, but I'm not sure about OMG, but I know how we got it on Algo and the waves. Okay, so pretty powerful pattern, right? So let's take a look at Ethereum on a lower degree. So so Ethereum still holding very strong on a 6-hour basis, right? We got this move. Also kind of look like a parallel channel. Okay, you could argue that's a parallel. It is parallel, right? Right. So if you're bullish, that's good. If you're bearish, that's not good, because the bulls could basically buy the dip and try to basically hit like a low $400. Okay, so it could be like mid $400. So because low $400 is going to be this red green line, right? So let's just keep that in mind. So if you're bearish, you might just wait, right? You might just decide to wait till we break this trend line. That's also good, nothing wrong, because you're not looking to short the top. You're just looking to save your capital, so you won't be losing the trade, right? So nothing wrong with waiting till we basically drop below this range of 372, and you be like, okay, I'm gonna short this sucker and I'm gonna take it down to the low $300 range, right? So, but me, I'm pretty bearish on BTC, so I have to basically be bearish on Ethereum. So I cannot be bullish on Ethereum. I cannot be bullish on Ethereum and be bearish on BTC, right? So very strong resistance right there. So let's just see, okay, if we're going to be able to break it. In terms of fib retracement, Ethereum is just about like 50%, right? 50%, okay? The bulls, the moon boy, they love 0.618, so they could try to pump it to like a 411. It is still okay. Okay, it is still okay. It is just short-term volatility. It's not going to change anything about the structure. The move is kind of choppy, so nothing impulsive so far. Very choppy. Not sure if it's going to do this also before doing that, right? But all I can say is, like, if we break below this 21 EMA on a 6-hour time frame, or the 100 EMA on a 6-hour time frame, we could possibly see some very low numbers from Ethereum. Hey, what's up, Craig? Thanks a lot for tuning in. Long-term view on XRP. Hey, what's up, Robin? Thanks a lot. Litecoin Digibyte. So basically we're done with Ethereum analysis. So let's take a look at the XRP for Iceman. So Iceman, Ice. I see. I know what you're talking about, Ice. Just say XRP long-term view. So Iceman want to see XRP 3 cents. I know what you're saying, Ice. So XRP 6-hour time frame. Let's take a look at the lower degree first, right? So XRP 6-hour time frame, very choppy. I did not want to touch XRP. I was mostly just trading like high volatile, assets, like BAL, right? Balancer, let's see. I think Balancer. I didn't take any trade on BLZ. BZRX, right? was taking a short-term long position right there from 29.60 to like a 31 cents and got out, right? And was doing some in and out on CRV, was pretty volatile, okay? Short-term trade, took it like from it started to break out from like a 134, something like that, right? Took a cheap shot and then got out like 150. So it's at 158 right now. So still on a trade on DOT. So DOT did not, we're going to talk about DOT later on, okay? Polkadot, right? So but you take a look at XRP, did not want to basically break this range, right? So we also got a nice resistance just about this 100 EMA on the 6 hour. It seems like most alt getting rejected from the 6 hour 100 EMA, all right? So XRP getting rejected from this area. So if we can get a 6 hour engulfing candle to break this level of support right there, I don't need to basically short the top, okay? But if we get a breakout to the downside and just close like below, let's say 24 to 24.3 on the 8 hour basis, 6 hour basis, 8 hour would be better, right? But if you're in rush, you can just take the 6 hour. If you're not in rush, you want to wait for further confirmation, you can even wait for the 12 hour, right? But just to avoid the wicks, you want to get in as soon as possible. It is a good level to get in, but it is kind of aggressive because, you know, if it decides to break above the 100 EMA, it's gonna hit your stop loss, right? So no need to be in rush. It is moving sideways, nothing impulsive. If you take the impulsive move to the downside, you just don't know how low it can go. So better wait for the impulsive move than try to basically pick the top. Why most people basically want to jump in too early? Because they try to avoid the wicks. You see what I'm saying? So they're gonna be like, okay, I don't want to short below the trend line because this sucker can shoot up, right, and hit my stop loss, right? So they trying to anticipate, trying to beat the market and try to anticipate to jump in very, very early. But sometimes when markets, you know, drop, it doesn't have time to basically wick to the upside, right? Like this one, the directional move was clean on a 6 hour basis. You just take it, bang, okay, it wicked to the upside, you don't worry, that's the first reversal. It's gonna try to double bottom at least, right? So, and you can see like it made a lower low and then moving sideways. So this sideways correction is, you know, it is nothing but a correction, sideways correction, right? Nothing but a correction so far. Okay, let's see if the bull is gonna come up with some with some better ideas and try to show us a strong move, right? But as of now, the bear is in control still. Okay, the bear is in control still. Okay, the only thing bullish on XRP was like on a daily basis, we got a flat correction right there, but it decided to we got this move. Okay, was a beautiful flat correction, and I was anticipating this move from XRP. Really, I was anticipating it, but you know, we got this drop, broke this 12 hour 100 EMA or the daily 50 EMA, bang, okay, losing all supports area, right? So now let's jump into the higher time frame. So when you take a look at XRP on the higher time frame, you can see like we basically just I'm gonna try to keep it very, very very short for XRP. You guys know what I'm looking for from XRP, right? So it is a very easy analysis, right? Swing low to swing high, right? When everybody was calling for what, 589 XRP last year, what did we say? Okay, we said XRP what, 11 cents to 13 cents, guys. So we called it like back in like I think July, right? July, September, something like that. Bang, call it too early, right? So now we got this move, we got this push to the upside. We could possibly get a retest, okay? This retest down to 13 cents and so on, right? 11 cents, right? However, if we break it, guys, next level to look for, it is going to be 0.618, and 0.618 going to be exactly at 6 cents, okay? 3 cents is just a wick. I'm just saying 3 cents and all of that good stuff. But if we just go by exact numbers, right, we just have to pay attention to 6 cents. Can it drop down to 3? a penny, whatever, half a penny, I don't care. But all I'm saying is next fib level to look for, it is going to be 6 cents. And as you can see, that's the first time XRP retesting 50% pullback. Ethereum did double bottom at 50% pullback on the macro scale at 86. Litecoin did double bottom. XRP has not yet. Okay, so you can see like the 382 was a very strong support right there, and we got the September 18 pump, 80% pump from XRP. Myself, I was jumping all over the place, calling friends and family. Oh, XRP 589 is time. Go ahead and buy some. Bang. Okay, bang, drop all the way back down. So be cautious. Okay, be cautious. So we're gonna take a look at a Bitcoin dominance later on. But let me see. Somebody asked about a Digibyte. Let's take a look at Digibyte. BTC. Let's take a look at on Bittrex because I think so Digibyte already hit April 2019 resistance, right? So on a monthly basis, still looking very bullish if you're basically only paying attention to the monthly basis. You know, it is still bullish. Okay, so until we basically break the 211 EMA on a monthly basis, you might be, you know, saying, hey, I'm not bearish yet, right? But however, the weekly already give us a tweezer top right there on the weekly basis. So this move to the upside could just be a possible pullback. So let's just wait over the next few weeks, see, like, you know, if we're going to be able to break this 211 EMA. If we break this 211 EMA, which is like 200 sats, just about like 211, right? We could possibly be seeing lower numbers, right? But we already got a bearish pattern right there, another bearish pattern. So let's just be cautious with it, right? But weekly still okay. I mean, monthly still okay. So you just have to watch your weekly time frame. All right, let's take a look at 3-day chart. 3-day chart, beautiful trend, right? Nice parallel channel. Okay, we did broke below this 21 EMA on the 3-day chart, going back above it. So pay attention to your lower degree, guys. So I know we got similar, we had a similar structure on XLM, and I was bullish on XLM, and the structure basically failed. Okay, we broke the trend line. So breaking this trend line just about like a 211, right, which is basically weekly 200 EMA at the same time, could create bullish, you know, bearish momentum. Okay, so look for this move back down. Okay, look for this move back down at some point. I'm not saying now, it could even be like this or like that, so I just don't know. But all I'm saying is pay attention to your trend line and see what you can get, right? So, but if you're looking for a longer term trend line, you just pay attention to your monthly and wait till your monthly time frame turns bearish, and then you basically run away. So somebody asked about a Litecoin. Litecoin is not, it hasn't been doing much, man. I'm pretty surprised. Like Litecoin, Neo even caught up like to Litecoin. As you can see, Litecoin, you know, I always say it, like I always say basically pay attention to your Litecoin Neo ratio, right? The top of the bull run, right? At the top of the bull run, Litecoin was like 360, Neo was like 300. So the ratio was like just about 1.8, right? So, and now we just back to like 1.8 again. So it means like, you know, Litecoin is lagging. Okay, it's lagging behind. So at some point, Litecoin was like 20.25, and Neo was like $3.50. That's like almost 5 times, right? 6, 7, almost 7 times, right? So, and now 7 to 1.8 is a big difference. So it means like if you're holding some Neo, you better be basically looking to buy more Litecoin right now. Flip from Neo to Litecoin until the ratio is back to like a 5 or 7, and you flip from Litecoin to Neo, right? But most people don't care about Litecoin or Neo anymore, right? Most people are focusing on like the swap, band, link, and all of that good stuff. But it is just something to keep in mind, you know, for the next uptrend, right? So Litecoin, it is basically bear flagging. 3-day chart, I don't care what you call it, but that's a bear flag. that is a bear flag. A very strong move to the downside. Price is moving sideways, low volatility, nothing crazy. That's a bear flag on 3-day basis. You can see it, very strong move to the downside right there. We got one right there. Very impulsive move. So watch Litecoin, guys. Litecoin and EOS. Okay, watch them carefully. Okay, they give you like a directional move for BTC. So you can see like bang, bear flag, bang, bang, bang. Okay, so we making the same exact structure. So I'm not bullish on Litecoin right now. Okay, so if you love trend lines, you could make a possible argument right there. Okay, oh, you know, it is bullish. Okay, we basically still holding this trend line. But what you're gonna do if we break below this trend line? What you're gonna do? What you're gonna do? Are you gonna be still bullish? So you could, okay, you could be saying, oh, we also, you know, still above this trend line. So that's why sometimes I don't like to do trend line too much, but sometimes I just have to use it when they're relevant, right? But if we break this line, you know, it is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. All right. So we could be seeing possible lower numbers, right? So let's see Litecoin on a daily basis. Litecoin daily basis, guys. That's why I don't even look at it. Whenever I look at Litecoin, it's like 48, 49, 48, 49, 48, 49. I was like, man, this sucker, okay? So you can see bang, okay? So let's just pay attention to it over the next few days. If we basically drop engulfingly, bang, okay? We just have to do this, guys. We just have to do this. Okay, next support level for Litecoin just about like mid 30K. Okay, 30K, mid $30, right? So but to be exact, let's do this. 0.618, Bull's law of 0.618. It is going to be like 35. Okay, 35. Guys, do not mess with these bear flags, guys. Yes, you can get a fake out, but I'm not gonna sit right there and waiting for a fake out. I just have to take what the market gives me, be patient, and wait for a possible breakout. And the most probable breakout right now I would be looking for, I'm not trading Litecoin, but if you know, if Litecoin gives me a breakout to the downside, I'm scanning the market and I don't see anything, and I see Litecoin breaking down, I'm gonna take it. Okay, a breakout to the upside also, I'm gonna take it, right? But I'm not trading it right now. So, but I will just see. Like I said, guys, I don't trade the asset. I trade the pattern. So whenever I wake up, I just scan the market and see what I need to trade, right? So I don't go and say I'm gonna be trading Link, or I'm gonna be trading LEND, or I'm gonna be trading blah blah. I just wake up, take a look at the pattern. If I like it and I recognize it, I take it. If I don't recognize it, I don't even need to dislike it. I just don't look at it. I just wait till I see something better, right? That's how I trade the market. That's why sometimes in my premium, they see me trading all kind of assets. Like today, I was long in BZ, whatever the name is. Okay, BZR, whatever, right? So, and CRV and all of them good stuff, right? So let's take a look at Zilliqa. Hey, what's up, Peter in the house? We got two Peters today. Peter COETZEE and Peter TING. Clay in the house. EOS USDT. Mohammed Sukar. Man, wing. You want to eat some wings? Thanks a lot, JPD Simon. Thanks a lot for tuning in, man. So make sure to share our content, guys, and also, you know, join our public Telegram group. We got some very good traders out there, so you can also, you know, look for some ideas and all that good stuff, right? So Zilliqa is not looking, I mean, let's see. Okay, I don't want to say it too quick, right? But let's take a look at Zilliqa USDT. Okay, first, because I was looking to so Zilliqa USDT also very tappy, as you can see, tap formation, and you guys gotta recognize this pattern. Okay, I showed you multiple times. That's the same pattern we make it on the S&P 500, but you can't see it on the cannot see it on the lower, on the 12-hour basis. You can see it, right? We got this drop, right? Most moon boys been saying, oh, we double bottoming, we triple bottoming, blah blah blah, bang bang. Okay, so be cautious. Okay, the next move from S&P 500, I'm showing it to you, it could be very volatile. Okay, and that could basically drag BTC with it. So but Zilliqa, right there, we got this push, we got this move back down. So let's see if we can double tap and come back down. Okay, so this is a possible bullish pattern for Zilliqa. Not sure if it's gonna play it, but that's a possible very complex correction. 1 2, you got this wave down, push back up before dropping. That's what I see. Not sure if it's gonna do it, because this sucker can just double tap and continue the down, continue to the downside. Okay, and give us this sort of pattern right there. But all I'm trying to tell you is, like, it could be possibly be very bearish over the next few days. Okay, in terms of Elliott waves, you could be looking for a 5-wave impulse. Okay, it could be a 5-wave impulse down. Okay, however, if we get this 5-wave impulse, it means at some point Zilliqa, you just have to suck it up and be bullish on it, because it is going to be pushing back up in a 3-way move, right? So same thing I was trying to explain to you on the S&P 500, right? So let's see which one going to be playing out. But as of now, I don't think it is a bullish uptrend. Can it push higher? Yes, but it might not be a very established, strong push to the upside. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It can do all of this good stuff, but to go back up there, we just got to establish a very strong support area and reaccumulate, and then try to push back up. So now let's take a look at EOS for Muhammad. EOS USDT. So EOS is also not looking that great, right? It is moving in a wedge pattern, so very low volatility, just like Blue Zare, also very low volatility. So we could be anticipating a possible high volatility over the next few days and so on, right? So I wouldn't be doing anything right now trading this range until it basically decide to give us a better structure, a better directional move. Okay, this move is directionally down, right? But can it do this? Yes, it can give us a fake out, but let's just see, let's just wait till we get the breakout to the downside, right? That's the best thing to do for EOS, right? Short-term trade, right? But higher time frame, let's take a look at the higher time frame. As we said, the higher time frame for EOS is downward for now. I was bullish on EOS, right, when it was right around this area, but the sucker just decided to give up, right? So as you can see, we did not basically we did not see a strong continuation on the trend. Right now it is just facing down. Okay, no, let's take a look at volume. Not a big volume in terms of buying pressure, big sell volume right there. So we just have to follow the trend. Okay, we have to follow the trend. Can it give us a possible head and shoulder formation? Yes, we can get it. So we just have to see what we're going to get over the next few weeks and so on. But one thing we just have to keep in mind, the directional move is down right now. Okay, is down. Zilliqa, is it too late to enter? Enter what? A short or a long? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I said it when Zilliqa was like, I think 200 sats, right? Let's take a look at Zilliqa BTC. 200 or 300, right? So when I'm giving you guys warning, I don't give you like a daily warning. I'm giving you like multi-weeks warning. Okay, when Zilliqa was right there just by like 300, okay, most YouTubers been calling for what, 100x, 200x, 300x, and I was like, guys, I told you guys, buy Zilliqa right there, 59. Okay, 59, guys, 59. That's when we bought Zilliqa. So in our premium group, right? And this sucker went all the way up. Yes, we did not wait for 300. We sold, I think, like right around like 240, something like that, right? We you know, we got out, but it pumped to 300. I did not FOMO because I told you guys the top, most alt going to be tapping out at June 2019. So we had a directional move. We knew where most of these alt going to go, right? So tap out at June, you know, June 2019. And I was like, no need to basically even mess with Zilliqa. I haven't talked about Zilliqa since like we tap out, right? But support level was like 150. We double bottoming. I don't think we basically gonna do anything. Okay, the most I can expect from Zilliqa is like for Zilliqa to give us a fake out, right? And give us this move, okay? And then this move, right? So I'm not saying it's gonna go to zero or anything like that. All I'm saying is we could possibly, okay, get a flat correction, right? And get this move, but it has to be confirmed, right? Let's see if Zilliqa bulls gonna be strong enough to break above the 3-day 211 EMA 170, and we could be looking for like a 250 to 240 area. But you know, but as of now, I'm you know, I'm more I'm inclining to the downside. Okay, I'm looking for more drop from Zilliqa, and we could possibly hit like 105 to like a 79 area. That range, we could, you know, be bullish on Zilliqa again, because it could possibly retrace all the way down to 80 sats, and then we're gonna reaccumulate, right? So I said it, guys. I said it when Zilliqa was 300. Most analysts been telling you buy it. It's gonna go to 300. It's gonna 100x, 1000x, and all that nonsense, right? But I told you, sold it. Don't mess with it. Okay. Even VChain. Okay. When VChain was like that high, I was like, guys, it's gonna drop 60%, right? It's gonna drop 60%. So let's take a look at 60. You bought at 65. That's good. If you bought Zilliqa at 65, you're still in profits. Best coin to buy today is CRV. Why CRV? I've been watching CRV dropping all the way down to like those lower numbers, and I decided to long it yesterday or today, not yesterday. I mean, it's already past midnight. I can say yesterday, right? But it was a quicker scalp. Like I was, you know, I think I was going to sleep, so I took the long from like last night. It broke out, and I went to sleep and put my, you know, take profit at 150. I woke up, it took it, right? So I was like, okay, good. So that's why sometimes it is good to do low leverage. You can do it and go to sleep. Okay, you don't do 10x and go to sleep, right? You can do your 3x and go to sleep. And the number of x's, I keep saying, it doesn't matter really. The only thing that matters is like your position size. Okay, most people don't understand position size, right? Let's say you know, two traders, right? One trader got $1,000 and the other trader got $10,000, right? So if the trader with a $1,000, right, decide to take a $10,000 position, it needs to do 10x. Okay, so his position size is going to be $10,000, right? But let's say the trader with already $10,000, right, want to take a $10,000 position. Does it need to do basically a 10x position? No. All he has to do is just either buy spot or do a 1x. If you do a 1x, $10,000, your position going to be $10,000. If you buy spot, $10,000, your position size is going to be $10,000. So now, if BTC, let's say both of them basically shorting, right? If BTC drop 10%, right? Both traders gonna make the same amount of profits, even though one trader is doing 10x and the other trader is doing 1x. they both gonna make the same amount of money, right? Which means like BTC drop 10%, right? The trader with a 10x position gonna make 100% gain because he only had like what initially $1,000 and he did a 10x, so his profit gonna be 100% of his initial investment, right? Which is $1,000. So most people will be like, oh, I'm 100% up, right? So now let's take a look at the other trader with $10,000, okay, with $10,000 initial investment and $10,000 basically position size, right, as the other trader. So now BTC drop 10%, that guy, okay, gonna make 10% of his money, right? 10%, right? And 10% of $10,000 is $1,000. So both traders, in terms of return, right, they both made $1,000, but this guy only made 100% and this guy only made 10%. So do not get too worried about like your leverage size, okay? Try to lower it and try to basically think of it in term of basically position size, right? So let's just keep that in mind. So when somebody's showing his like return, like, oh, I'm 75% up, I'm 100% up, just be cautious because he might be 100% up of $1, right? And the other trader might be 10% up with $100,000. You see what I'm saying? So just do not worry about too much about like leverage, okay? 10x, 20x, and all of that good stuff. Try to lower it. Try to get a good position, a big position, low leverage. You don't have to worry about it, okay? Because you cannot make more than the asset drop. If the asset drop 10%, you're only gonna make 10%. Okay, you're only gonna make 10%. It just depends, it just depends how you basically position yourself, but you cannot make more than what the asset is doing. Okay, remember that. Okay, remember that. Try to think of it that way, so you're not gonna be stressing too much and doing high leverage and going to bed, right? So let me take a look at the chat room again. PPT. Best coin to buy is OMG. OMG is not looking good, buddy. It's not looking good, man. It's not looking good. So it needs to basically move sideways and basically, I'm not saying it's not looking good and you're not gonna get 10%. If you're looking for 10%, all of that, market moves like 10 to 15% on a daily basis. All I'm saying is like a very, very impulse move, like a 2-3x and all of that good stuff, right? Going back up to like $8-9. It can pump like 330, 340 and all of that good stuff. Wink, NK Carbon Network. Wings or wink. I think you mean wings, right? You mean wing. So let's take a look at wing. Oh, this sucker. What do you want me to do with this sucker, man? I can't do anything with this. I can't do anything, man. 15 minutes chart. This sucker been dumping from like the top. Hopefully you did not buy the top like $200. I don't know what it is. I saw it on Binance, but I'm too busy to pay attention to these new add-ons, these new coins, right? So, but if you take a look at the 15 minutes, that's the only thing I can do. You got this, that's corrective. That is also corrective. So it can still come right back down, okay? But just to give the bulls some bullish setup, that's a move you need to be looking for. If we retest this top, it is going to be a short opportunity, okay, just to get out. I don't think you can short it, but it is a take profit area. But I can't do anything with this chart, man. I can do anything with it. Yeah. Okay, you just sold 10 BTC at 10,950. So if you sold 10 BTC at 10,950, let's say I'm just assuming that's your position size, okay, regardless of your leverage, you might be doing 1x, okay? So if you sold 10 BTC at 10,000 range, right? 11,000, that's $110,000, okay? So if BTC drop 10%, that's what you're gonna make regardless. You're gonna make 10% of $110,000, right? So regardless of your basically margin, right? If BTC drop 10%, you're gonna make, basically 1 BTC. You see what I'm saying? So I don't need to know your leverage. All I need to know is like your position size. So if you do 100x, a 0.1 BTC, 100x, that's 10 BTC. so still, right? Yes, 100x. Okay, so you do 0.1 BTC, 100x, it is still it is still a same position size, right? Need 2 wings to fly. So I think we talked about everything you guys requesting. Litecoin, Zilliker, EOS. Let's see. I think that's the only thing you guys. Hey, what's up, Tyler? Thanks a lot for tuning in. So guys, let me know what coin you're holding. So Loom. So Loom is still breaking down. Let's see. So Loom, I was looking for a support right there, just about like 280 to 320, but it seems like we basically breaking it. And next support level to be looking for, it is this range. Okay, it is like just about like actually 200. Okay, 200. So let's see over the next few days. That's a 3-day chart, so it's not going to be easy to get like a strong move all of a sudden, right? But I've seen it before with a BLZ, right? When Blue Zell basically pumped like a 477, dropped down to 250, and pumped right back up to like 800. And now Blue Zell is almost like over, I think like 1,000, something like 1,000 sats, right? So I would just be cautious with Loom. It is not that bearish, extremely bearish. Volume is decreasing, price is decreasing. Yes, right? That's sort of bullishness, right? That is sort of, it is a little bit bullish, but we below the 211 EMA, so we got to be able to get back above the 211 EMA on 3-day basis, right? Short term. So BTC is not looking that great, so most of these alt gonna basically lose some momentum until BTC decide to basically stabilize, right? Once BTC starts to basically move sideways, alt gonna take over, right? But as of now, we just have to suck it up, either get out and buy low or just suck it up, hold it, because most alt, they still above the May lows, right there. So still pretty good. Okay, May was like 144. Right now it is like 240, so 230, 240, so still like 90% up. Let me double check. 65% up, right? So still 65% up. So KNC, I was watching KNC. I almost shorted KNC. I short the whole market, man. KNC USDT, right? So so KNC, I was watching it when it was like one. I just kind of forgot about it, but when it was right there, just about like 135, kind of lost focus and did not follow through. But KNC was pretty engulfing this move. Right there, this bear flag broke to the downside. I did not follow through, but we did already broke this area of support level. So we could be pushing back up to like $1.10 to $1.20 range. Okay, short term, but we already broke the support level. All right, that's not good at all. Okay, that's not. It seems like when you flip the chart, you're getting the same thing, both end right there and right there. So bear is going to be saying, oh, head and shoulder pattern formation, double bottom. We already broke it. So it's not safe to short it right now. it's, you know, it is double bottoming, one bottom, second bottom. Let's just give it like a few more days to see if it is going to try to give us this move, right? And then we're gonna inspect this move. Either way you look at it, even if you short it right now, you just have to suck it up because your stop loss has to be way down there, and you're gonna be looking for some very low numbers after that, right? You know, if you're aggressive enough, right, you short right there and you're looking for 50%, you know, extension, going to be just about like 70 cents to 50% to 0.618 going to be like 63 cents, right? That would be very aggressive if you do so, right? But you're gonna have to suck it up, like I said, right? You're gonna have to put a stop loss right there. Otherwise, just wait, right, for a possible three-way move pullback, and you're gonna take it to the downside, right? So that's a bearish setup. But as the bullish setup is like, you know, that's a top formation. I just don't have like the whole chart, but this looked like a top formation. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, it looks like a top formation. Yep, that's a top formation right there. So that's already June, July, June, already June. Okay, already at July lows, right? June lows, right? So that's pretty bad because most alt, they're not yet at July lows, right? So if I take a look at let's say Theta, right? It's not even yet at September lows, right? So July's low is right there, right? So but KNT already at July lows, so that's not good, right? That's pretty bad. So I'm looking for a short on Tether. I didn't short it, but I was watching it. I decided to short something else. I saw the 8-hour engulfing, and I was like, it's not volatile enough. And I wanted to short something like, you know, pretty volatile, but it wasn't volatile enough. Even though we got this tweezer top, so I was just setting it up, right? So, but I'm gonna be looking for a possible top formation, right? Just like Neo. Okay, we could get this top formation later on. So, I'm gonna be watching it over the next few hours, few days, right? So, it is at nearly at not all-time high. I'm not sure if that's the all-time high because I don't follow these. You know, most of these assets, I don't follow them like that, right? I just trade the chart, guys. So, I really don't care. Like, I just trade the chart. So we could possibly see a breakdown if and only if we can break this 21 EMA on a 12-hour or basically on a 6-hour. So Uniswap. Oh, I don't want to short that sucker. It's gonna wreck me. So I mean Uniswap. I don't want to short it now, man. The sucker got too much hype. What do you mean EOS is the only asset moving with the market? EOS is not moving, man. It's very slow. Raven, they got hacked. So I just decided to be careful with RVN because I don't want, you know, anybody to buy it and then you know, they get into trouble, you know, this sucker dumping and all of that. So RVN, I haven't talked about it forever now, but you can see like this trend we got right there. As soon as I discovered like RVN was hacked, right, I was like, I think it was like right there back in July, something like that. I was like, guys, let's just be cautious with it. You can trade it, but just, you know, be cautious. I'm not saying it's gonna go to zero or it's gonna go up and all that good stuff. But if you just, you know, if you just trade the asset based on what you see right now, it is a good buy. Okay, it is something like, you know, it is at the, you know, it is at the trend line level, so you could be looking for to buy the dip right there. All right, so, and I said it like buy the dip down to 160. It is still below 3-day 211 EMA, so no momentum. Okay, that was a note I left when it was right there. Okay, so it is at 150 right now. Okay, so no momentum yet. So even if we pump above the 21 EMA, it still has to consolidate, like right there. So it could be a good buy during the next uptrend, but right now you might just be buying the dip for a longer term hold. It's not gonna go down forever. Okay, you got a long way to go. Okay, so these are the best, you know, best time to be buying, because you're gonna you I mean, I'm not saying that's going to be the bottom, I just don't know, but you know you're gonna be buying very low, kind of like BLZ, right? It's like 30x up, right? So let's see BLZ. I think it's BLZ and BQX. Okay, so you can see like BLZ target, right, 1600, and it was right there. Okay, you know, right there, right around like 150. It hit like 150 and it pumped all the way up to like 1600. Okay, so you don't want to buy when it's going up. Okay, entry 300, up top 116. Okay, target 1, target 2, and you can see like this sucker is still pumping. So, but they just added it to Binance feature, so this sucker gonna dump a lot. I already get a setup for it. I just gotta find a good entry, but I already got a setup to shut this sucker all the way down. Look at it. It's like 30x almost, right? 33x since like March. And it is already a top formation, guys. So all I'm looking for is like a breakdown. A breakdown, that's what I'm looking for. And you can open up a nice short and you won't even touch it. Okay, like I said, the leverage size doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is like the position. Even if you do $1 or you do $10, the only thing that matters is like the position size. On EOS, put your trend line. Weekly chart on EOS. EOS looks bad, man. I hate to say it. I don't have anything against EOS. I'm not saying it's not going to go up or it's not going to go down. All I'm saying is the chart doesn't look great. So yeah, the chart doesn't look great. Your weekly time frame EOS is you got an impulse move, right, back in March. This move so far is just corrective. I traded EOS as soon as we broke above the 21 EMA. I said it clearly in my premium group, and I was like, EOS, Litecoin, XRP, Bitcoin Cash, don't worry. Okay, don't worry. Do not trade this choppy range. Okay, it's very undecided. It was like, I said it like back in I think like May, right? And all the way up to, guys, July, we did not touch EOS, right? We did not touch it. As soon as we pump above the 21 EMA, we took it. Okay, took the long all the way up to 330, right? A nice long, guys. And second target was $4, and we hit both targets. But I got out at 330. I did not wait for $4. So sometimes the market gonna, you know, market is so crazy. Sometimes when you green, you just take it, run away, right? So but EOS weekly basis, guys, 1 2 3 4 5 weeks, guys, we've been dropping, and we at a trend line level, right? Gotta respect it. But the bigger picture is like this move is corrective, just like this move was corrective, right? And what happened? Impulsive, right? This move is corrective. What I'm expecting is impulsive. That's it. That's it, right? That's it. So, but let's see. EOS is looking. I'm not saying it's gonna go to zero. Okay, I don't care about EOS. I don't care about BTC. I don't care about XRP. All I care about is the chart. Okay, I'm not here to tell you if it's gonna go to $100 or $1,000. All I'm saying is short-term directional move so far. Bears in control. Okay, the bulls definitely need to go above this weekly 100 EMA, right? Above like $4 in order to basically establish a better momentum. Okay, but volume is basically in favor of the bears. Trend lines, you know, moving averages, they're in control. Okay, they're in control. So they're in control. Yes, I mean, I just said it. Okay, I said pay attention to EOS. When BTC is moving up and EOS XRP, okay, they're not moving up, don't take that trend. Okay, don't. I mean, you can long it, whatever, but just be cautious. All I'm saying is the trend might not be that strong. As you can see right there, when BTC was pumping, all of them were pumping, right? Right? Right there, first week of August, right? So that's why we took the long, right? Not first week of August, after the July dump, right? So we basically took this move to the upside. But right now you can see the last 5 weeks. If you take a look at BTC over the last 5 weeks, look at XRP, man, how nasty XRP chart looks, okay, on a weekly basis. This is it is dropping, guys. This sucker gonna drop, guys. I'm not saying it is gonna do it this week, but this sucker is basically let's see what BTC Kaba. It is just like a Ethereum Classic, also very oh man, look at this. Whenever I see this, it is almost 1 o'clock. Okay, so you take a look at EOS. Right, so EOS to your left, BTC to your right. Okay, so as you can see, BTC is pretty stable over the last 5 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, average price, right, just about like 10,950. Okay, right there. Okay, BTC is just about mid-range. But take a look at EOS over the last 5 weeks. It is at the very bottom. 1, 2, right at the very bottom. Okay, the top is right there. Bottom at the at the very bottom. So it is telling us like EOS is not following BTC. You don't need to check like EOS BTC, because EOS BTC got to be down, has to be down, right? So take a look at EOS BTC. Yep, it's breaking down, right? So it has to find support in order to basically look for this move to the upside. Okay, has to find support. That's the move we got. We got the breakout. So right now it is trying to find support right there, just like Litecoin. I showed you Litecoin when Litecoin was like, I think 0.0047 right there at the bottom of the trend line. Litecoin did broke to the downside right there. So EOS, it is still moving to the downside, guys. Is this the room for the bulls? Let's see. All right, guys, so let's just go ahead and recap BTC, and we're gonna call it a day. So if you haven't watched my newly update, right, video, just about like 9 minutes long, make sure to go ahead and watch it so you know what's going on. All right, just decided to give you guys a short update. Let's take a look at Balancer. So this sucker also looked very bad. Okay, it looks very bad. We shorted it yesterday. Like when it was, as soon as we dropped right there, just about like 19.7, I was like, broke down. Let's take it before it basically decides to do anything crazy. Okay, we took it to the downside from like 19.7, right, all the way down to like 17.5. Okay, I even got out early because second target, I think, let's see the ABC right there, okay. So as soon as it dipped down, I was like, okay, let me get out. Okay, so we shorted it right there, broke down 19.7. I did not wait because I saw it early. I was watching it, but I wasn't paying attention to it closely, right? But as soon as I saw, like, you know, it was turning very bearish, I was like, let me take this sucker. Okay, we took it to the downside, just like Wi-Fi. You know, we shorted it a lot when it was like 40,000. That's when we started basically taking some short position on it, right? Yes, I did not short it all the way down, but I started to basically taking short position from 40,000 in and out, right? And now it's like under 30,000. So balance. Let's check BTC fine, and then we call it a day. So BTC is still looking okay. So we're looking for these three targets, right? So 10.6 going to be right around this level. Okay. So that's 10.6 right there, and we're going to be looking for 50% pullback and 0.618, right? But we gotta be able to break the 6-hour 21 EMA. So if you're bearish, you gotta be very patient, okay? Because the bulls, they still, you know, kind of confident above the 21 EMA, so they can still try to triple top. Okay, they can still try to triple top, and you know, before we see a breakdown. Okay, so be patient. Right? Very, very important to be patient. Otherwise, market gonna take all your profits. Okay, if you shorted at 11.5, you're not not 11.5, but 11.1, and you're not comfortable, you just put a stop loss. Okay, I kind of shorted in the mid range because my target was like 10.9 to 11.1. I just, you know, say, okay, let me just take it before 11k, like 10.90 and stuff like that. So shorted at 10.992. It is okay. It is moving up and down. Even dropped down to like a 10.750 range. I didn't touch it. I just say, okay, let me just wait. Otherwise, you're gonna be doing too much in and out. Okay, too much in and out, and it's gonna cost you time, stress, you know, paying fees and all of that good stuff. So you just sit tight, relax. Okay, especially if you took the long from the bottom. Okay, you long it all the way up to this range. All you're doing is just, you know, if your stop loss get hit, you're just giving back the market some profits. That's all. Okay, nothing to worry about. But if you short it right there and then you got kicked out right there, you're gonna be scared to short again. You see what I'm saying? So just gotta keep that in mind. Wi-Fi. So, man, I've been shorting your Wi-Fi so much, man. Let's check it. Okay, so not yet at 20, almost hit like 27,000, right? Just about like 27.8. So but not quite yet. That's what I was looking for, to the downside, all the way down to this range. So Wi-Fi right now, take a look at Wi-Fi 2. I call it Wi-Fi 2. Okay, I think that sounds good enough. So I'm looking for 36,000. We didn't hit 36,000 exactly the number. I mean, these numbers, guys, they just directional move. So let's say I'm looking for 36 you know, 36.46. Okay, I just try to put it like in this range. Okay, it doesn't mean it has to be same exact number. So if I'm looking for 36, you know, let's say the chart says 36.54, you might want to look for 37,000 and, you know, take profits, right? Don't try to pick the same exact number, because these numbers are basically just directional move. Okay, so first target was like 4,000, second target just about 36,000 to 37,000. It is moving sideways, the trend still downward, right? But do not slip on it right now. We've been bearish. I've been bearish on it since like 40,000 right there. So, you know, 48,000 actually, right? So it is pretty bad. Okay, it looks pretty bad. Swing low to swing high. These numbers I think was exact fib levels, right? Right there. So this one was exact fib level, but I was looking for the bottom of this area, which was like 37,000, right? So be cautious if you're still bearish. Can it drop lower? Yes, but wait for confirmation. Okay, wait for confirmation to break like 38,000, and then you take it all the way down to like a 34 and basically 31. Those are the next fib levels to pay attention to, right? So all right, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in, man. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to our content, and join our public Telegram group, link in the description. All right, guys, be safe. You know, be cautious. It is going to be a very, very interesting week. So let's see what we're gonna get. I'm bearish. You guys know my short-term bearishness, and you guys know my long-term bearishness. Last couple of weeks, I was bullish, right? We long it from 10K to 11K. Now we're looking for another drop from 11K to 10K, right? Let's see if we're gonna get it. All right, so and we're gonna enjoy the profit together. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching.